Hi there, welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Leanne. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make authentic refried beans. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more yummy recipes. And in the description bar below, there will be the written recipe as well as how to cook pinto beans in your Instant Pot. So here's the ingredients. You definitely need lard, beans, a potato masher, obviously beans. This potato masher is what you need. The other ones with the holes just won't work. Got some tajin, which is just a chili lime seasoning, and some adobo seasoning, and some onion powder. This onion powder is really strong. You hardly need any. And of course, a cast iron skillet. So I'm preheating my pan over, I guess, medium low. That's usually what I cook everything on. So I'm going to preheat that and then put the lard in and let it melt and kind of get hot. I didn't let it get too hot in this video because I didn't want it to splatter everywhere and up on my camera. So I did it a little shy of ready, if that makes any sense. So this is about, I guess 3 to 4 cups of beans that I made in my Instant Pot on the slow cooker function. And you want to keep the liquid with it. The liquid is what makes it nice and creamy and all come together. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my beans. And like I said, it would be sizzling quite a bit more, but I didn't want it splattering up on the camera. So and then the tahine. Now, that stuff is so good, by the way. I put it on everything. And I just sprinkle it on. I'll have the recipe down below. I'll do my best to give exact measurements, but I just sprinkle it on. And same with the adobo. I just sprinkle whatever I think is a good amount. And then, of course, I taste it later, too, to make sure that all the seasoning is right. Like I said, a little bit of this onion powder. Like that. Like, no more than that. And then your potato masher. And I'm telling you, I got this at the dollar store. The one with that squiggly line is the best. At least for beans. It works pretty good for mashed potatoes too, actually. But so now you're just going to get in there and mash them. And just kind of mash and stir as they're frying. It takes a little while. um, but, whatever. And salt. You got to have salt. Cooking is very therapeutic for me, so I don't mind standing over the stove and mashing and stirring. It's just very therapeutic, calming. Oh, these beans, by the way, I learned how to make these from Stephanie. Her channel is Views on the Road. She makes Mexican food. She teaches people how to cook Mexican food, and she's an amazing cook. I will leave a description in I'll leave a link in the description to her channel. If you like Mexican food and you want to learn how to make Mexican food, go subscribe to her channel because she's amazing. I also learned how to make homemade enchilada sauce from her. And so there I'm just tasting it, and I realized it definitely needed a little more tajin. I think I'm getting pretty good at cooking with the dogs under my feet. They want snacks all the time. Occasionally they get a little morsel that drops. So I don't know if you can tell, but I definitely have a little too much liquid with this. But it's okay because when you cook it out and you just let it simmer, which usually doesn't take this long, but since I put too much liquid, it's taking longer than it normally would. So just keep stirring and cooking it out, and it'll be fine if you put too much liquid. And there he is looking for snacks again. See, nice and creamy, but definitely a little loose. So I just let it go a little longer, and then you'll see the finished product. And there we go. Absolutely perfect beans. Thank you so much for watching. If you tried this recipe, let me know. Tag me on Instagram, leave me a comment, and let me know what you think of it. And we'll see you next time.